Hi Aquarius, congratulations, you have come back. It's nice to see you. You're number one this week, and I'm going to do the readings for the 18th to the 24th of October, and we're nearing the Halloween festivities. We've had there's been Thanksgiving or Labor Day, so for anybody that has been celebrating that, congratulations. I hope you had a lovely day. I'm in Europe, so I don't know all the festive days in USA or Canada, but I just heard it along the grapevine. I'm using the, what is it called? The Everyday Witch Tarot and the Gothic Tarot. Also, Believe in Your Own Magic. I just love that deck. And also the Creativity Oracle. Okay. You come in with the 10 of Swords. So there could be a friendship that's cut, or you might have lost your job. Something is being cut away all of a sudden, most probably. If not, you are cutting away something that is of no use to you any longer. This could also be that you feel that you are stabbed in the back by a friend or a loved one, or a colleague. So yes, that could be an ending to a job, an ending to a partnership with a colleague or a friendship. So there is an end. Something is not quite clear, but all of a sudden something has been cut away. Perhaps you might have already felt this coming on. Then you are very aware of your intuition and your empathy and your higher self. Remember, a 10 is an ending, but where there is an ending, there's also a new beginning, and that's confirmed by the Fool. And I'm using these decks because of Halloween and the witchy energy, so you've got a leap of faith to take. This is a new beginning. You might not know all the information, you might not know what's going to happen or where you're going, but that will certainly be revealed to you. Thank you very much for all your likes and shares and subscriptions. Please continue to do so. Hopefully we'll be able to reach 3,000. So get people motivated to come on to the channel, my darlings. I'm also going live. This week I'm taping this on the 12th, so I'm going live tomorrow on the 13th. Also, on the Wednesday, you have the 5 of Cups. You could be looking back at what you've lost. Don't cry over spilled milk. It's no use. This is a drastic change. This is a finish. I'm sorry to say so. Look at what you have and don't look at what you don't have. That is what's making you depressive. Look at the positive side of things. Now you are free of something that was burdening you or worrying you, or somebody that was all continually talking about your back or stabbing you in the back and being friendly to your face. That's not worthwhile having around you or in your circle of energy. You don't need negative people. Remember, karma will come back to them threefold. So will it come back to you threefold. You've still got 2 chalices or cups standing. Pick them up and dust yourself off and dust them off and continue on to the next phase. You can change the present and you can change the future, but you can't change the past. You've got the Magician here, so you hold the key. Yes, you hold those 2 cups and you can multiply them. You hold the key to your next step. Don't create illusions, then you won't get disillusioned. This is also a new beginning. Wow. So again, this could be representing a Gemini. This could be representing an Aries. You could have separated from one of those, perhaps, because we also have the Ace of Wands at the end of the week. And that means action, creativity, new job, new hobby, perhaps a new passion. So there could be, if this is a lover or a partner, then you could be getting a new lover or partner, as passionate partner, coming in. This could be in Aries, and Aries is prominent already, I see, but it can also be a Leo or a Sagittarius. Again, you've got the lovers. That means passion. You will be connecting with a new partner. This is a lot of passion. Don't get burnt out. So set your boundaries, my darling, and find out what their boundaries are. And what I mean by boundaries is also learning to say no, to hear and no further, and mean to carry on as you start. Also, find out things about them, what their hobbies are, what they like, what they do, what kind of work. Also, be conscious of where you met this person. That can say a lot about a person. If they are at the sports club, then they are a fitness freak. If they are at a vegetarian coffee bar, because they do exist, then they could be a vegetarian. Does that resonate with you? Can you live with that? Things like that. So the surroundings do say a lot about a person. Again, if you're meeting up with an Aries, they are the fire sign. Once they think you are theirs, then whoa, that they won't let go. So make sure you set the boundaries, and you know the boundaries. Keep the conversation going. Okay. A relationship doesn't last on passion. There has to be true love, and in order to find true love, you have to get to know each other. It will cost time. Now, they could be great as lovers, but are they good as partners? This is the reading for Aquarius. So Aquarius, you are quick. You can cope with a Gemini, and you can cope with a fire sign. They're the two quickest. In the weekend, you might be carrying a heavy load. You might be going through a difficult time. This could be of a breakup, or that person that stabbed you in the back. You might have been carrying their problems, and because you couldn't solve them and you didn't want to realize that, and neither did they sort of stabbed you in the back. They could be saying, like, I thought she was my best friend, or he was my best friend, but he was always busy. Yes, he carried your workload plus his own. That's you. And that then they can say, right, well, they had no time for me, and they didn't realize they were carrying your problems as well, because they were worried about you. Okay? Wow, that is quite heavy. They didn't realize that you were worried about them, and that you took on their problems, and it meant more to you to make them happy and to help, giving them a helping hand. And that's a misunderstanding. I had to replay this 3 or 4 times because I thought I said it wrongly, but that is how the message comes across from the other side, from my guides. So excuse me if I say it in a wrong way. They didn't realize that you were worried so much, and that you got emotionally upset about their problems. And perhaps it is worthwhile trying to talk to them, if you do trust them, and explain that you got depressed, or you got really upset, or you had sleepless nights because you were carrying their workload, their worries, besides your own. And you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped, especially if they turn on you. I think that is the best way to handle this. You've got 2 tens, so there is an ending to the heaviness. And I think a problem shared is a problem aired. A problem aired is a problem shared. I think this could be a make or break situation. You either get back together again and you'll be as thick as thieves, because you know that you can communicate with each other, cost what may, and that there is understanding and love and true friendship. But that is up to you. Personally, it depends on the situation. Like if it is a divorce, then, and there's children involved, then I don't think it's repairable. Usually it isn't. Let's face it. There's both endings. If there is no communication, then it's difficult to get back and to speak about it. You've also got the Eight of Pentacles, so you do have recognition from others with this situation. You've put a lot of work into this. You've put a lot of love into this. You've even started to hurt yourself because you felt powerless. I know what it feels like when somebody is not helping themselves, because they could be close to a burnout, or you can be close to a burnout and you're not realizing it. I've experienced that myself. You don't know that you are in such a situation, depressed or in a burnout, even when somebody tells you. You really have to go right down the valley, like in the dip. And then once, it's like when you fall over, then bang, you hit your head, and then you wake up. You've put such hard work into this, and this means that you will get the recognition in socially, with friends, okay? True friends will stay with you, and false friends will drop out or drop away. But with an understanding friend, yes, if it is a Gemini, they're open to communication because they stand for communication. They want clarity. They want the truth. And I think that is with anybody really, but more so with the air signs. The fire signs are also swift if they can make the time and to get out of their head, because they are people that are stuck in their head, I think, a lot of the time, like the air signs, because they're doing things so quickly. If you ask for their attention, pay attention, and please listen, and then they could be open to get back together again with a friendship. In a job, you could be going on to the next level, like a promotion or a wage rise. Or in business, if you've been stabbed by your partner in business, then you have to find an arbitrator and talk and keep it calm. Meet in a public area so that nobody will raise their voice, because they'll make an idiot out of themselves. You've got the Nine of the Hermit, so that means an ending again. The Hermit means taking a step back and thinking about what has been going on, meditating, contemplating, and evaluating. So you need to evaluate the situation that has been or could be, and see whether you need an arbitrator. This could be a guide, this could be a mediator, this could be an arbitrator, a wise old person, it could be a mature person, to help you with this friendship or with this partnership. But there is an ending coming to misunderstandings, or there's an ending to the friendship. But it's time to start delegating, and time to throw back everybody's problems that you've taken on, and tell them, realize that you need professional help, or you need a professional advice. I'm not a lawyer if you're going through a divorce, or if you're going through bankruptcy in the company. I can't deal with you. You need to go to the bookkeeper, a lawyer, or a notary public. Anyway, you've got 2 8s here, so you are in your power and you are in your strength. Also, it's the money house, and you've got the 8 of Wands again, so double recognition, most probably recognition from your ex-friend, or also from family and friends. Now let's see. It's not a very nice reading. It is pretty heavy, but I'm trying to cover all the scenarios. But here you see that there is an ending. You're looking back at what has happened, perhaps missing those people. Here you're taking action. This could be action to communicate and to work it through, because action means working. Could be a job, a new job. Here you are carrying the heavy load, and you're literally contemplating throughout the week. That is the same as the on Wednesday in the weekend. You're thinking, what could I have done better? Sometimes you couldn't have done anything because your hands were tied, because they didn't see that you cared so deeply, and you couldn't see how you were standing in it because you felt powerless. Okay, now I'm using believe in your own magic, and this one is sticking out. Again, meditation, because here they're doing levitation, doing a spell, relaxing, again with the hermit as well. You could be taking a break at the weekend as well, or starting a holiday. Feather, think first before you judge, and perhaps that is very good advice. Think before you judge, and like I said, go back and see whether you can talk to this person. That is, if your intuition says you can trust this person. How long have you been friends? What made you come together? Was it a subject? Was it a person? Was it the same interest or the same quality or values you have in your own life and they have in their life? Now, this is a new deck for me, and it is so explicit and so beautiful. The short version is fine, but I would like to give you the whole version. Think first before you judge. Did you commit to lifting up one of your sisters only to drop them down into the blaze? Examine the situation. Is it your judgment justified, or is society tricking you into your stance? After all, it does have a habit of making you believe that other girls or boys are your competition and that they must behave perfectly at all times. Step back and take the time to figure it out. It's not always clear at first, instead of acting rashly. So there you are. You might have acted rashly. Perhaps there is somebody else that is jealous, and that because they might have a third party could have gossiped about you at work, or a friend, and then they started to stab you in the back. Try to find out what was the cause if you've lost something, a partnership, a friendship, or a colleague. Now I'm also going to use the creativity deck. It's pretty heavy, and I don't like to bring bad news, but it is also a lesson. Be more focused on what is happening around you. Okay, don't take other people's problems onto your shoulders. It is a lesson. It is the energy this week. It might not even resonate with you, so try to look at your rising sign and your moon sign and see whether it resonates. But you are stronger. Perhaps this person that stabbed you in the back is jealous of you because you've got the 8, and that's the house of strength and the house of money. You might be coming into money. You might have got a promotion or a new job. You know how to carry a heavy load. Okay, now it's time to start delegating. Perhaps you've already learned that, but you also know when to have to learn to say no. Perfectionism, that is what you have. Now we've got a large house. It looks like a palace. Perhaps you are ambitious. Perhaps you want to climb. There is luck around you because you've got the swallow. Okay, and I think it's time to harvest, because he's bringing something back that he's made ready to sell, because he's only theoretically, in the traditional tarot, he's not very far from home or reaching his goal. Okay, that's the meaning of that card, the 10 of Wands. So here you can see it is nearly time to harvest. So you could be harvesting new experience, new knowledge if you do try to communicate with this person. Perhaps you were too much of a perfectionist according to them. That could be it as well. Or they were the perfectionist. Be content to know perfection as a distant utopia, goal to which we journey but never arrive. That is so beautifully said. 33 is 6, so you will be back in balance. So you can try to reach perfection, but remember, we are human, so we never can get perfection. We can get near there, and remember, it's not where you begin or where you end, it's your journey in between, and what you do and how you go about it, using the energies, the knowledge, the experience that you have. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Take care, stay safe, and be blessed. And remember, if you need to talk, just send me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.